Hi, I'm Helen and welcome to my channel. Today's class will be something a bit different. This is going to be a low impact interval training yoga class, LIIT. So you've probably heard of HIIT. This is LIIT. We will be doing 15 rounds, each one lasting 45 seconds with 20 seconds rest in between. If you're finding it hard to keep up, don't stop the video. Just sit out one of the rounds and then rejoin when you're ready. And this way you build up your fitness, your endurance, your strength. Think how good you'll feel when you get to the end of it. These moves that we're going to do, and they're all yoga poses, and they help with flexibility and with strength. Not just of the body, but of the mind as well. You'll need 2 blocks for this practice. If you don't have blocks, hardback books of the same depth, if you don't have them, don't worry, you can still do it without them. We're going to start at the back of the mat. So the first exercise we're going to do is down dog to plank. So I'll just demonstrate it. So down dog, the hands can be shoulder width apart, maybe wider depending on your body. Sit bones are to the sky, and on an inhale, I'm going to rock forward to plank, using the strength of the core, and then exhale back, downward facing dog. So these are plank rolls. So get ready, I'll start the timer. So downward dog, plank. Roll forward, engaging the whole of the front body, the thighs, the abs. Feel the movement coming from the core. And rest. Next one is chair twist. So we come to chair, we'll start, bend the knees, hook the elbow outside the thigh, come back up, other side. Keep the knees together. Ready? Remembering to breathe. Twisting from the mid to upper back. Sitting back in that chair. Keeping the heels grounded. You can lift the toes if you like. Make sure you're not gripping too much in the toes. 10 more seconds. And 20 seconds rest. So the next one is plank, knee to elbow, then the other side. If that's too much, do it from hands and knees. Do what's good for your body. So take your position. Right knee, right elbow. Left knee, left elbow. So this really gets into the obliques. Using the strength of the front body as well. Keep those shoulders plugged into the sockets. Remember to breathe. You don't have to do these really fast. We're looking at building strength and endurance. So go in time with your breathing and your body. 5 more seconds. And done. So next, we're coming back to chair pose. Ground into one foot, the other one comes back. High lunge, straighten the front leg, bend the knee, come back, other side. So step back, straighten the legs, bend the knee, chair. So it's quite intense to do it with the arms lifted. You can always do it with a prayer at the chest and then build up to the arms coming up. Really ground into the front foot. Ten more seconds. This one is down dog to chaturanga. So rocking forward, engage your front body, chaturanga, back up, back to down dog. If that's too much, knees come down. Do it that way. Remember, keep the whole of the front body engaged, rock solid. And that really helps in these push-ups. The hardest part of the push-up is pushing back up. But even if you only do one, just do one, because one leads to two, two leads to three, and before you know it, you'll be crushing them with regular, consistent practice. Okay, the next one is side plank. So feet are hip distance apart, elbows are parallel, one in front of the other. You're going to turn using the whole of the upper body as one unit and come back. Hand to hip. Roll the whole of the body. Don't just come from the waist. Keep the upper body in one straight line. This is great for the obliques. I'm already dripping in sweat. Keeping everything rock solid. Rolling over the toe joints. 10 more seconds. Remember, if it's too much, just come down. So now we're doing Navasana drops, boat drops. So knees come up, exhale down. So you're in this hollow body, come back up. I'm sitting on this microphone. If this is too much, you can always hold on to the backs of the legs until you build the strength. Just give it a couple of goes. See what you can do. A lot of this stuff is mindset. It's our mentalities. We tell ourselves we can't do it, so we don't do it. You can also do these with straight legs. Okay, we stand up. Next exercise is goddess squat. So knees facing out over the toes, heels are in. Gonna come down, straightening, and bending the legs. You can lift the arms up. That uses a little bit more energy. Remembering to breathe. This is a great hip opener, and it really gets into the inner thighs as well. Try and lift the toes, That helps activate the core. $15 more seconds. Nice mindful movements in time with the breath. No rush. Now, next one is dolphin planks. Elbows are parallel. Really use the shoulders to stop the elbows splaying out. Be in dolphin and come forward to plank and then back up. So you might have to play around with your feet a little bit to find the ideal position. Using that front body to push the hips up and come forward. Really rounding the upper back helps here. So dolphin is great prep for headstand and for forearm stand eventually. This is a really great strengthener and opener for the shoulders. It's actually harder than it looks. It does involve a lot of strength. Sliding on my mat. This one is warrior 3 leg lift. So we're going to do half on one leg and half on the other. Grounding in, lifting the leg up behind and coming back. So the body's like a seesaw. So we start on the left leg. Find a fixed gazing point, keeping hips parallel to the floor. Gauging that front body and the back body. Change feet, ground in the right foot. Using the front body to counterbalance, sorry, the upper body to counterbalance the lower body. Remembering to breathe. Downward dog this time. The leg will lift, cross over the body, touch the opposite elbow, back. If that's too much, you can always do it on the hands and knees. And then build up to doing it. Left leg lifts, left knee, right elbow, back to the sky, down. Right leg, right knee, right elbow. And carry on in time with your breathing. About 10 seconds left of this one. Now we're coming to fire hydrant, so hands under knees. Right leg is going to lift, extend straight, back in and down. Try and keep the hips facing the floor. We're going to do 45 seconds on the right leg and then 45 on the left. So inhale, lift, extend, bend and down. So bring the mind to the muscle. Bring the mind to that outer right hip and the glute, and make that do the lifting. Really helps to have a mind muscle connection in our yoga practice, because it stops other muscles compensating in some of the poses. And the other side, so I'm going to face this way, so I've got room. So 20-second break, maybe come off the wrist, shake them out. Feels good. I'll get ready. Lift, extend, lift and down. I heard a big click then in my hip. Remembering to breathe. This is a great hip opener. We're also getting a hamstring stretch. Getting into the glute. Ten seconds left of this one. Just keep going. If your glute's burning on the supporting leg, that's normal. And then this is what we need the blocks for, temple swings. Up like this, and bring the hips back through the arms. If you don't have blocks, you can still do it, but it helps to have blocks. Just that little bit of elevation just gives you some more room to play with. So this is a good pose to help you build up to an L sit. And if you don't know what an L sit is, you've got a nice surprise coming one day. This also helps mobilize the shoulders. Use that core to lift. 5 seconds left, and then we're on to our last round. This is floating fallen triangles. So we're starting downward dog, leg lifts, come to plank, foot can come down, lift up, or you can hover, and we'll alternate sides. So if you can't do the hover, that's not a problem. Just allow the foot to come onto the floor, build up to it, or maybe try a hover. Sometimes we tell ourselves we can't do it when we haven't even tried. We just think we can't. But you never leave your comfort zone until you leave your comfort zone. Five more seconds. And we're done. Oh, wow. How do you feel? I'm dripping in sweat. Just shake out the wrists. Allow the breathing to return to normal. And that is the end of the workout. Just interlace the fingers, stretch the arms up. Bring them behind, keep the palms wide open, and just come forward to a chest expansion. Get into the front of the shoulders. Then come up to dog. Just walk the feet up to the center of the mat. Bend the knees and allow the body just hang over the thighs. I'm going to come off this floorboard, this squeaking. Grab the elbows and just release the back, swinging side to side. Release the neck. If it feels good, you can straighten the legs. Maybe bend them one at a time, and then come to settle. Weight is in the balls of the feet. Just feel that openness in the hamstrings. Release the head. You can always keep the knees bent if that feels better for you. And then hands to hips, we'll come up to standing. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale out, bend the knees. Inhale back up. Another one of these. And we worked a bit on the shoulders, so just stretch out the shoulder here. Try and avoid this floorboard. And then bring this elbow up. Just get into the triceps. Other side. To the tricep. Take one big deep inhale in, out through the mouth. And congratulate yourself for getting through that LIIT class. Hopefully you found some benefit from it. If you do it again and you wasn't able to get through it all the way this time, just see how you get on the next time you do it. Do it a couple of times a week and you'll really build up strength and endurance and your flexibility, and that will help support you in your regular yoga practice. So thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.